after a man-of-the-match performance for his national team against Northern Ireland with a brilliant free kick, learning off his teammate Dominic Szoboszlai with the knuckleball technique, Florian Wirtz is definitely ready to silence his doubters. Make sure you like, comment and
subscribe
and turn on post notifications. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. So the match against Northern Ireland, Florian Wirtz performed very well. Player of the match, created the most chances, was the most fouled player in the match as well, and the whole German team played very well, but Florian Wirtz was definitely the star of the show. And obviously the celebration he done after that magical free kick was a message to his doubters. Write him off at your peril, because I'll be lying if I said that he started off the season like a house on fire, because obviously it hasn't been easy for him in his first few games. Obviously he played against Bournemouth. That he's in the first 30 minutes, I feel like he was balling out. He was showing glimpses of what he was about, receiving the ball between the pockets, getting past players, playing some wonderful passes through to sustain attacks. But from the physical point of view, it's clear to see that he still needs time to adapt. Also, that quick second of decision making also needs to improve as well. But that comes by time, because he's come from a different league. The Bundesliga to the Premier League is very different. The Premier League is more physical, different style of play, and also there's a lot more pace in the Premier League compared to the Bundesliga. And one other thing I failed to touch into, the type of defence that he's coming up against. In the Bundesliga, most of the defenders was playing the high line. Whilst in the Premier League, there's going to be some teams that plays a high line, while some teams set us in the low block. So that will be a very good test to see where Florian Wirtz is at from the technical side of things. But touching on the first 3 games, there's been glimpses, but overall it's been a average start to his Premier League career. But it's no time to panic. It's not that deep. He's adapting. He needs time. I know people are going to say, when you're coming under a huge price tag of what Florian Wirtz is coming into for the team that won the league the previous season, people are not trying to give him time. But every player is different, innit? And especially given the fact that he came from the Bundesliga, it'll be a bit silly to write him off after 3 games, because you can see the ability is there. He's a wonderful talent, a brilliant player, and he will definitely take the Premier League by storm once he get used to how the system is operated within the Liverpool team, and also the way you receive the ball on the half turn in the Premier League, because it's not easy receiving the ball on the half turn. It's definitely not. So I feel like Florian Wirtz, definitely you can see that he's feeling the pressure of the price tag, which is understandable, but I don't think he needs to feel pressure of the price tag, because at the end of the day, he never asked to get brought by this price tag. Bayern Leverkusen set a price tag for him, and we thankfully met the club. Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes, they thankfully met the price tag to bring this wonderful talent into the Liverpool team. So he's playing alongside the likes of Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike, who started off the season very well. The midfielders like Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, who's been a very, very good player for us so far this season, playing in midfield or potentially playing as a right back. As we've seen the last couple of games, he's put up man of the match performances, so he'll definitely have more support. And also the big thing for me about Florian Wirtz is that in the second half against Arsenal, that was the first time since that Bournemouth game where you saw, yeah, this is the play that we'll be getting from then until whenever, because he was getting past Arsenal's midfield. He was carrying the ball, playing some passes through the lines. Also, he was trying to get an assist, but obviously Salah didn't have the best of games. So you can see that the confidence was brewing in that game, and I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be a wonderful player for the Premier League, and definitely a brilliant player to have in the squad, because you don't lose your talent overnight. You don't become German Player of the Year if you're a scrub. You don't get back-to-back 20+ GA in consecutive seasons if you're a scrub. You don't get consistent man of the match performances last season in the Champions League if you're a scrub, innit? He's definitely worth the price that we paid him, and he's going to show why he's worth that price. So with me, how much time would I give Florian Wirtz? I'll give him as much time as he needs, because I know what type of player he is, and I know how brilliant he can be. Because come on, let's be serious here. This is a world-class player we're talking about. I know people's not going to agree with that, given that people are reactionary nowadays. But what I've seen through his time at Bayern Leverkusen, this is a world-class player, and trust me when I tell you, you're going to see that. I'm not trying to convince everyone, but if you don't agree, that's fine, innit? But I genuinely do believe that he's going to be a star. And what we saw in that game against Northern Ireland, Florian Wirtz needed that type of performance to remind everyone just how good of a player he is, because people were starting to question if he was ever that good, which I find ludicrous, because if he wasn't that good, Bayern Munich wouldn't be chasing him in the transfer window, and if he wasn't that good, Manchester City wouldn't have had eyes on him to replace Kevin De Bruyne. You get what I'm trying to say? So this is definitely a world-class player, and now we added Alexander Isak to the team. You understand? Tell them. By the way, say hi to the people then.
Hi guys.
So yeah, now we added Alexander Isak to the team. No doubt that's going to help.
Said we won't.
Chill. There's no doubt that he's definitely gonna help Florian Wirtz in terms of like finding him through Isak's movement, and also I believe he'll develop a great understanding of Alexander Isak, because one thing I like about Florian Wirtz, he always demands the ball in it. He'll actually come deep in certain games to collect the ball so he can help sustain possession or set up attacks. And with the technical qualities of Alexander Isak and also Hugo Ekitike as well, you can see that Florian Wirtz will definitely link up with them brilliantly, because as we saw in the Crystal Palace game in the Community Shield, especially in the first half, Florian Wirtz was balling with Ekitike because their chemistry is already locked in. You understand? And with Isak, who is a world-class player, top 5 strikers in the world right now, no doubt in my mind, them two is going to cause some serious problems to the Premier League. Don't you agree?
100%.
Tell them about Florian Wirtz.
So guys, he's one of the best. What position?
Number 10s.
Okay, so he's one of the best number 10s. And I feel like people get onto him too much. Like, he needs time to adapt to the Premier League. Isak came from the Premier League, but he didn't. So all you man getting onto him, you just need to chill, guys. Like,
I get it though. Tribalism is a massive thing in football,
yeah,
isn't it?
but he just came to the Premier League. He wasn't a Premier League player before.
Yeah, I hear you still.
He came. What league did he come from?
Bundesliga, the same league as Hugo Ekitike.
Yeah, so
But
everyone's different how they adapt, innit?
that's what I'm saying. People are going to look at Hugo Ekitike came from the league and he adapted quickly, but that's different though. Hugo Ekitike got the physical. He's got the physical qualities to deal with Premier League players.
Adapt differently, innit?
You can see Florian Wirtz don't have the physical attributes yet, which is okay.
Adapt.
You understand? So you have to give him time, man.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I'm not worried. Are you worried?
No.
Not worried at all?
We have Isak anyways.
But which is going to help him, isn't it?
Exactly, for him to rest on that.
If you're around world-class players, superstar players, naturally that's going to elevate your game. Don't you agree?
100%.
So, do you feel like this Sunday now we got Burnley coming up? Florian Wirtz is definitely going to start that game, in my opinion. Do you think he's going to put out a good performance? Because I genuinely believe he will.
He will.
I think
He just needs time to adapt.
I think he's going to score.
It's like when someone goes to a new school, you need time to adapt to the people there.
Yeah, make new friends, new environment.
He's literally in a whole different country from his home country, come on, or wherever he plays at.
Yeah, I hear it still.
It's not like Isak. Isak came from Newcastle.
Yeah, even Kirkus hasn't looked himself lately, but I think it's more of a tactical issue rather than him not being at the level of Liverpool Football Club.
These lot came from a different country, different clubs.
Yeah,
they still need to adapt to the play. I don't know, or they need to adapt how Slot does it. So
yeah, 100%, man.
I just think people are so harsh on you.
Yeah, Florian Wirtz is a G, and he will no doubt, like I said, show why he's a G in it. So write him off at your peril, but trust me when I tell you, we're going to have the last laugh at the end of the season.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, man, I cannot wait for Premier League football. Thank God international break is over this week, so we can get back to real business. Because not just the Premier League's coming back, but the Champions League is coming back as well. And no doubt Florian Wirtz is going to ball out in the Champions League. So Liverpool fans, keep the faith. As for rival fans, write him off at your peril. Thank you guys for watching.